Tailoring your resume to a job description will help you get more interviews and does not have to take a lot of time. And I'm going to walk you through doing it with a resume and a sample job right now. If you haven't watched part 1 of this video, go back and watch it where I found this job description and analyzed how to read it and how to understand what's important here, including looking for keywords and important information to know before applying for the job. Now that we've done that and have that in our Teal job tracker, I'm going to match my resume up to it to make sure I'm presenting the best possible version of myself when I apply to this job. We definitely are going to want to make sure we understand what keywords are showing up the most often. In this case, operations is it, to make sure that is all over our resume. But beyond that, we're really going to go through and see which of these align best and are most important to put in. Now that the job is here and our resume is loaded, we're able to go into matching mode and see how we stack up to this job and what important keywords are missing. Right now, we have a 56% match score, which puts us in the yellow zone. But how do we get this up into green and make sure that we're really showing the company the best part of ourselves that matter for the application? The first thing I'm going to do is look for the missing keywords. It's important to get an understanding of what things this job is asking for that I have not shown them on my resume. By expanding these, I'm also going to be able to see if any of these keywords are on my resume, but maybe not selected, so that I can put them onto my resume. This is an easy, quick place to start as you customize for each job. In this case, people processes, I can highlight within my resume to find out that it is right here, and make sure I add this bullet point to my resume and already see the score increase right away. As I look at what keywords are missing, I'm then going to look into the job description to see where they are, and if it's something I can add into my resume if it's work that I've done. In this case, this bullet point highlights a couple keywords that I don't have in here, including maintaining backlogs of priorities and working with a distributed team, which is something that I know that I've done. So I'm going to go over to my resume, add an achievement, and write in that bullet point for myself. So now we can add this here. We'll watch the score go up as I was able to get a couple more keywords in here that focus on work that I've done. You can see we're getting closer to the green zone here as we are not aiming for 100% because it is not realistic to have every word from a job description in your resume. It's important to focus on the ones that we know are the most important. Again, we can figure that out both by looking at how often they appear and also analyzing this job description like we talked about in the previous video to get an understanding for what's really important in this role. One that is missing is the coaching and career development aspect, which we know is important because it is up here, and I know that I have done in previous roles. So we're going to make sure we add that in. So we're going to add this bullet point in now and hit save. We can see our score is now at 75%, which is the start of the green zone and where Teal recommends that you should at least be aiming for when you submit a resume. We can also allow AI to help us write bullet points to match up to some of the keywords on this job description. By hitting the Write with AI button, we will get 3 options brought to us very quickly that highlight some of the areas we could add to our resume based on the description. Now, it is really important to read through these and have an understanding of what they're saying, see if they make sense with your experience, understand in some cases it might not be worth putting on or might need to be edited, but that these are good jumping off points and motivation for how to write a bullet point if you want to add it to your resume. I also have the option to customize the AI achievements and focus on set keywords based on what might not be on my resume yet. So in this example, maybe I realize that I haven't written anything about industry standards and I would like a keyword based on that. They'll give me 3 new ones. And I can choose led cross-functional collaboration with HR business partners, legal and payroll to ensure comprehensive and legally compliant people processes exceeding industry standards. That is accurate. That is something I've done. It is something I'm going to put on my resume, and I'll add it in here and hit save. In this case, I also have the option where both of these bullet points are essentially saying the same things, and perhaps I like the way that the AI wrote it better for me, so I can just decide not to include this achievement on the resume, and when I put the final copy together, it won't be there. Now we have a score of 78. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I can design the resume based on how I'd like it to look, export as a PDF, and I'm ready to apply. All of this was under 10 minutes worth of work and could move even quicker when not trying to walk through it on a YouTube tutorial. All I did was make a few minor changes based on the keywords that are in this job description and work that I know that I've done on my resume but maybe was just missing on my achievement sections. As a final touch, I might add a target title just to make that show off at the top, and this resume is ready to go. Hopefully you found this helpful. Some major takeaways to really understand is that we are not aiming for 100%. It is not about taking every word that's in the job description, put it into your resume, but really focusing on the most important information, the most important keywords, and making sure that you are showing these companies the skills and achievements they're looking to see while demonstrating the best parts of yourself on a resume. Let me know in the comments if you have thoughts or questions, what you would like to see me talk about next, And hopefully this is helpful for you as we talk about how much time to spend tailoring a resume and can it really be helpful. In this case, it's just a few minutes and the answer is yes.